Hi there, Lawrence Allen, founder and director of Think Marketing. Thanks very much for taking the time to check out this quick video, which is part of the series I'm creating all around how businesses can market themselves in volatile times. Specifically, during the series, we're going to be checking out the different strategies that businesses can use, as well as companies who are doing really smart things right now to more effectively engage with their clients and markets. Now, typically when we see a downturn or tough times, one of the first questions that businesses tend to ask themselves is whether or not they should be cutting their marketing and sales spend. I was reading a really interesting article on that by Brad Adgate in Forbes magazine. Now, Brad's actually a high-profile media executive, but he's worked across advertising, comms, and marketing for many, many years and provides a lot of content to high-profile publications like Forbes. And in the article, he suggested that when businesses cut back on their marketing, the brand loses its share of mind with customers, with the potential of losing current and future sales. And in the context of the whole article, what he really meant was that if we don't market ourselves, we create a bit of a space or a gap in the market, which is obviously going to be filled by another brand, product, or service. And they're more readily going to be able to address the customer's needs, sell to them then and there, but also bounce back stronger when the bounce back happens because they're maintaining that relationship and that contact with the customer base. So then we can look at the first strategy in MiVT, or marketing in volatile times, to be market, market, and market. And that's because really the idea of cutting spend or cutting marketing and sales spend during a downturn is fundamentally flawed. And we actually need to be more effectively engaging with our clients and audiences. So why would we remove the budget and people that facilitate that? It doesn't make a lot of sense. Yes, okay, marketing will need to change during that period, and that's because the psychology or the buyer behaviors that our customers and audiences display is being disrupted. And so their needs and wants are changing, and we need to understand how they're changing. That might mean that the team that you have is going to change, the suppliers you use are going to be different, the skills you need are definitely going to be different. You might need to change your spend as well. You might need more or less depending on how you're working it. The way in which we actually measure marketing might also change. So typically, I'm a big believer that marketing needs to demonstrate a return on investment, but during a volatile time, it might be more appropriate to say it needs to demonstrate a return on interest, because it won't have necessarily, anyway, a direct or a significant impact on the bottom line. So we need to look at different ways in which we can actually engage with audiences that are going to promote a better bounce back when the market recovers. So it's pretty simple, really. Those businesses that continue to market themselves or even increase their marketing activity in a downturn are going to fare much better than those that don't. Now, the benefits of this type of strategy are that, one, you're obviously projecting a sense of stability in the market, so people feel differently about your brand. There's also less noise in the market, so you're going to, because your competitors are being disrupted. So it's your chance then to accelerate market share growth. If you carry on marketing yourself, you can fill the void that those who are pulling out the market create, but you can also capitalize on people who aren't necessarily changing their marketing, who are just trying to promote the same old thing. The cost of advertising or marketing will also drop. So we've already seen that from LinkedIn, Facebook, and also traditional media as well. The actual costs are dropping there. We can also recruit different types of talent. So talent that might have been reserved for really large brands in the past may be looking for new opportunities or temporary work. So SME businesses can capitalize on that during volatile times. I already mentioned that customers' needs and wants will be changing as their buyer behavior is being disrupted. So that will also create new brand neural pathways. So how customers feel about different sectors, industries, products, services, brands will all be changing, and that's an opportunity for a lot of businesses. So if we think about recruitment, for example, typically that has in the past been viewed poorly in some areas, but during a time like now, there's a lot of people looking for work, and that people are going to have a changing view of recruitment businesses, especially if they can find them work. So that's a great opportunity. And of course, as already mentioned, businesses will bounce back stronger if they continue to market themselves. Okay, so that's strategy 1 of 10, which we put into a marketing guide or survival guide all around MiVT, or marketing in volatile times. There's no pitch here, there's no cost for this. Please, I'll pop the link in the comments below. You can download it for free. We're simply trying to help as many businesses as possible. And what you can really do with that guide, all the different strategies in there, is find the best approach for you to manage your marketing during this volatile times, based on the data you have, of course. And what you can do is create a strategically flexible plan and execute it to better deal with the current situation that you're facing. You'll also need to talk to peers, though. Definitely bounce. This is a flexible or an environment that's ever changing. So you want to bounce off peers, your people, mentors, and also marketers like Think. So talk to people like myself about, is your approach right? What are your concerns? What challenges are you facing? What changes should you make, etc. And once then you know where you're going, you need to move quite quickly. The current environment is obviously very fluid, and imperfect action is a lot better than delayed action. Because the market's moving so quickly, we want to get in there and iterate in market rather than trying to focus on getting everything perfect. Otherwise, we'll never actually get into market. And of course, as mentioned, I think we want to help. So contact us if you need a sounding board. We'll do our best to help, and we're more than happy just to answer any questions. If you're not, however, ready to talk to someone like Think, do check out, if you have a current marketing supplier, their website, or go to Think's website. We have a resources area that might help. We also have a blog which might help. So we don't just talk about marketing in volatile times topics on the blog. There's also different strategies, ways which you can connect with customers, branding information, etc. So have a look there and you might find something that's useful. Alternatively, if you do want to get in touch, comment below, or you can email me direct or call me, or you can get me on either LinkedIn or Facebook on the handles that you can see there. Okay, well, I hope you found this useful. Have a great day. And, again, please comment. I'd love to hear what you think about this series and specifically this strategy. Thanks very much. And I hope to talk to you soon.